Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas. Hello, I'm Billy Cauthen, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Pros Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy.
And I'm Denise. And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Hello. Good morning.
Just try
Get
to,
out of bed, guys.
just-
We got stuff to do.
I just want to try to make it as aggressive as we can this morning here to get started.
I'm sick of y'all laying around all the time.
Good night, man. This is Daddy Bill coming on this morning, man. Get out of bed. Come on now.
Come on.
Billy, what's up, man?
To my kids' answer, I know, I'm up.
Did you ever pour water on your kids or like shoot them with the super soaker, water gun, anything like that?
Yeah.
Did you get in trouble?
Yeah.
From the wife or from the whole shebang?
Apparently, when you throw water on the child, it gets on the sheets and the pillow and the mattress and.
Well, that's just areas you don't have to clean with the washing machine.
Yeah,
It's actually a water saver, by the way.
Yeah.
Wash or cleaning saver.
Sure.
Hey, welcome in.
I believe a mattress is kind of like a sponge.
It really is.
Yeah.
Did you know that mattresses? Boy, I need to look up. Someone fact check us real quick. We need fact checking going on during this debate. Even though we said that we're not going to fact check during this debate, we need you to fact check us. Okay?
Yeah, don't worry, Facebook will do it for us.
Someone go on to Google. Do me a favor this morning because I just I get lost in this show and I start doing stuff and then I forget what I'm doing. So I need you as the audience. Go on Google this morning. I think I said Facebook. Go on Google and search how much junk, how much dirt does a mattress accumulate over its lifetime?
Oh, it's a lot.
From the human body. And ask it how many pounds of dirt and skin does it soak in? And then you come back and let me know and we'll go over that in a little bit. Because I looked at it when I was we're not talking 2 or 3 pounds. We're talking
a lot. It's like 20 pounds.
A lot. So go research how much does that mattress suck in. Here's the deal. Ever since I read that, wherever it was, and I don't remember how much it was, but it made my jaw drop. I bought one of those plastic mattress covers, and I'll never again. Never again.
Not doing that.
But it's not. But it doesn't make the noise though, Billy. You gotta hear me out on this. It's one that it's kind of soft on the top, but you zip up the mattress in this thing and it's waterproof. It's not. It says it's kind of a plastic, but it's not really a plastic. I don't know how to describe it. If you spill something, it won't go into the mattress. That's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be hot?
No, not at all. It's not. It's cool too. So I think if I have that, then I'm in the clear for this dirt sucking in on the mattress, right?
I guess.
How would it get through to it?
I don't know. You know, Mattress Mac, he's advertising a mattress that's supposed to sleep 30 degrees colder than it is in the room.
Well, how's that?
I need that.
How's that heavenly possible?
I don't know.
I have no idea how that's even possible. If it's 70 in the room, how can the mattress be 40?
I'm willing to try.
That's crazy. If that thing really does sleep, I would be head over heels if there was a mattress that, okay, we keep our house at 68 degrees. I don't care if it's in the summer, it's 68. I don't care if it's in the winter, it's 68.
I do 66.
I'm
paying the bills around that place, by God. I'll tell you what the temperature is.
Hello,
Huntsville. I can't hear myself.
Here, what about now, Billy? Keep going. Hello.
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 A little more.
Are you there?
Give me some more.
Are you there now?
Give it to me. There we go. All right.
Is that it?
If I'm going to sit here and gripe for an hour and a half, by God, I want to hear myself.
By golly, I want to hear myself. We got Roy D. Mercer with us this morning. Here. Phil and Brent and Roy D. Mercer joining us.
I come right on in.
Hey, so we're waiting on this. Somebody fact check.
Did you ever get my seat covers?
He ruined my sheepskin seat covers. I'm gonna need some of those beads too that you put on the seat too. Those taxi cab beads.
That's what I call them, taxi cab beads.
See, this is Billy. We're on the same page, brother. Except right now, see that?
Sorry,
It's indulgent in the
my
coffee.
phone was lit up.
All right, somebody do us a favor
Thought I'd
though.
won the lottery again.
Do us a favor. Research that. Come back and let us know how many pounds of filth does a mattress accumulate.
They ain't gonna do it.
Someone will.
They ain't gonna do it.
We want to welcome you in.
I've been begging for the last year and a half for people to come in for 5 minutes and fill out pre-need information with me.
They ain't done it.
They ain't done it.
We've been a year and a half.
What is
We've been doing it on the show. What is that? Is that your restless leg medicine alarm?
Well, somebody just sent me a text about mattress.
Okay,
stuff,
here we go.
but I don't know who it's from.
All right, somebody has texted in.
Identify yourself, stranger.
Maybe somebody on Good, Bad, and Ugly hopping on this morning.
Well, they got my cell phone.
What did
number.
did they just send a URL? I mean, you can't do that. You need to like text in the facts. This is the whole point of asking the audience to do this, so we don't have to sit here and research it. Here, read this, Billy. I'll let you go over this. What is this?
Well, I'm just skipping down to what it is here.
What's the title of it? It's How Gross Is Your Mattress, is what I saw.
Every mattress is a crime scene.
Maybe preview what you're reading first before we talk.
Yeah, and you're wanting me just to start reading.
We're on the Spirit Radio. This is family friendly.
Well, I mean, I know.
Oh, I saw was that like one of those dust mites?
Yes. Now,
Oh.
let me. Oh, it's. Well, Kyle, how come your number's not showing or your name?
Was that Kyle?
Yeah.
Well, does it say how many pounds is in that thing?
Oh, it's his work phone.
Okay.
You know, back many, many hundreds of moons ago when I sold Kirby vacuum cleaners,
I just could imagine you as a vacuum cleaner.
I never sold a one. I tried. Let me tell you, I got a lead on a house one time, and I went there and they let me in the house and I do the whole presentation, and I get my dumb butt. I get to looking around, and there is no carpet in this house. It's all linoleum. And I'm like, why, Billy? Why are you even going through the trouble, son? They're not going to buy this. It's a vacuum cleaner, not a hard floor cleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd they do? What'd they say?
Oh, they let me finish. They were super nice.
They offer you like a cup of Kool-Aid or something?
I'm sure these are the people that lets the Jehovah Witnesses in or whatever.
Lets everybody in.
Yeah, I went all the way through. All right, Kyle, I'm still
searching. Hey, so whenever you did the vacuum, you know what the good selling point about this is? When you this is what I would have done.
Kirby vacuum cleaners are really good, actually.
Well, let's take this back a notch. You know how I would sell? I don't know anything about the Kirby vacuum, but I can already tell you what I would say. I'd walk in, I'd say, sir, let me come in and show you this vacuum. And he'll say, no, I don't need you to come. I said, look, sir, I've been working this job. I can't stand it. I'm so fed up with not being able to sell anything. Would you just let me in so I can just meet my quota of at least walking in your door? If I don't sell it, I don't get paid, but at least I have the wherewithal to think, hey, I did something good today, and I can go back and tell my boss. And then they'll let me in, and I'll say, look, this thing really, 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 you don't want to spend your money. It really sucks. This is one of the sorriest, suckiest vacuums you're ever going to see in your life. And then that would be my sales pitch, Billy.
Okay, I have looked all through here, and I could not find – I'm sure I have to watch the attached video, and I'm just not prepared to do that. It's Friday. It's my day. I'm just not going to do it.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to do it right here since nobody would be gracious enough.
Have you looked at the comments to see if anybody
Yeah, there's a few, but there's nothing in there. I still have to do
They're
some
not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're about the most uncooperative people I've ever seen.
Mattress soak. Here, I just did this. All right, here. That's not, well, it's a little bit less than I thought. It's still kind of nasty. According to intelligence, a mattress, now this is just over several years, so I guess I was right by saying if you have a mattress, here's the question. Here's the real question. How many of you have mattresses that are 10 plus years old? That's the question. And if you have a mattress that's 10 years, how many of it is 20? How many of it's 30? I can tell you that I had a bed growing up as a child that mattress was one of those beds that had like the mattress all built in and the wooden pegs for the legs. That was my dad's bed. Okay,
Yeah.
I slept in it when I was a child.
Yeah, hand-me-downs, yeah.
Okay, so that mattress, that thing was the most comfortable. Even as an adult, my grandmother took that bed, put it in her little back. She had a little sunroom back in the back. I'd go over there and take naps on it because my feet would just hang over it. But that thing was so worn in from my dad and me. You just sit on that thing and just fall right into it. That bed alone, 50 plus years old, easily. So think of all the accumulation in that thing over the years.
You ever had a bed spring poke up through the fabric?
Mm-mm.
My grandmother, she had these. There was a room that we slept in at her house, and there was 2 twin beds, and the springs on the mattress. I mean, they were so wore out. The springs were like poking through the mattress cover or whatever, and if you weren't careful, you'd wake up and you'd have, you got poked by the spring.
Oh, okay. We do have a comment coming in here from Jennifer Augustinetti. You ready for this?
I'm ready for her.
Jennifer, thank you so much. By the way, Jennifer said, good morning. It's a fabulous Friday. Y'all have a blessed weekend. You too. We're going to talk a little Hornet football here in a minute. We'll talk Bearcat football in a minute too. But here's Jennifer Augustinetti. Get ready for this. If you're eating something this morning, you may just want to wait a minute. You may just want to have your little trash can next to you here in just a few moments.
Look at that little coffee mart.
My goodness. All right, here it is. Dead skin cells. A person sheds around a 1.5.
Person what?
A person sheds.
Sheds.
Person sheds.
I got a shed at my house too.
Well, a person sheds.
You get it from Adrian. She's got plenty of sheds.
Cabins More, Texas sheds. A person sheds around 1.5 million dead skin cells per hour. Good night. Per hour. Goodness.
And I ain't lost no weight yet.
No. About 10 grams per week.
Wow.
Since a person spends about a third of their time in that bed, that means a bed collects about 300,000 dead skin cells each night. Oh. The average person, here we go. Let's move into this. This is getting real deep. Now, we're going to keep it family friendly, Billy. You ready for me to read this? Bodily fluids. The average person sweats up to a pint of body where are we going with this on a Friday? Sweats up to a pint of body fluids per night, which can add up to 880 pints over 5 years. Oh. Other fluids.
That's high quality H2O.
Here's a couple of things here. Other fluids such as saliva. How do you say it? Saliva and urine. Okay.
To say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. Can also build up in a mattress. Spills and debris. How many of you eat in the bed? I do.
I
do.
refuse
I
to.
I shouldn't, but there's cookie crumbs in my bed. Mm-hmm. We call it shake the sheets. Sometimes you got to shake the sheet. We're just being transparent.
Hey, y'all are married. Y'all do what y'all want.
You got to shake the sheets. That's another one of those.
Don't be telling people. That's private matters.
Bridget's mad at me right now. That's another one of those Sean Connery shake. Oh, yes, I'm going to shake the sheets before I go to sleep.
Maybe you should go home and shake harder.
Shake the sheets. Spills in liquids like juice and coffee can add weight to the mattress. The mattress.
Okay, but I had a thunk with my little head.
Coffee.
Coffee. I need my coffee. Okay, so I'm shedding this skin like a lizard, apparently, right?
Yeah.
And it goes. So like I'm sleeping in the bed, all peaceful, like baby Jesus in a manger, like I'm sleeping there, right?
Yeah.
Y'all follow me. Y'all stay
We're
stay with me.
following.
Hey, you won't come in and fill out a pre-planning guide. Why would I expect you to stay with me here? Stay with me, people. Stay with me. So I'm laying in my little bed. And I got my skin just jumping off. I guess, like Austin Stone, when it gets too cold, it just starts exploding, right?
Vicky Bailey's bailed off the show. She said, not a fun topic to wake up to. Yuck. Have a good morning.
I said stay with me.
This is real talk here. Go ahead, Billy.
Okay. So the skin is broadcast spreading off, And it goes, so it comes off of me and goes through the fitted sheet.
Oh.
And then goes into the mattress, right? Okay, are we with me?
Yeah, I'm following.
So there's me, there's the fitted sheet, and then there's a mattress. And the skin, and it comes through this and goes into this. Well, why didn't it just go through the other end?
Yeah, why don't it just fall out?
I mean, is the mattress that great of a HEPA filter that it can hold, like it can easily go in, but it can't. Is it a freaking like a rat trap or something?
I have no idea.
Skin? It goes in, but it can't get out.
Oh, man. Well, this is one of those lighter sides of the shows, watching this morning. Here's dust
So
mites.
should there be like a bunch of dead skin under your bed?
I don't know.
Is that what the dust bunnies live on?
They might. A typical mattress, used mattress, 100,000 to 10 million dust mites. Dust mites prefer warm environments like the inside of a mattress when someone's on it. You add all that up over 3 years, 1.5 to an extra 3 pounds in your mattress.
Same? But I have a memory
There
foam
you go.
mattress. Does it do the same thing?
It might. I don't know. Maybe the memory foam is a really good HEPA filter. Anyways, that's the talk this
We
morning.
need to get old Jim McAvell on the phone. He is a mattress expert.
How did this start? Mattress Mag 30-degree cooler mattress is how all this started.
You started it, I think. I can't remember. We'll have to do a playback.
Karen Clark said she really is enjoying it this morning. So thank you, Karen, for watching us.
Yeah, there's the one person.
We twisted her words. Hey, welcome in. We get rolling here. Episode 364 on this fabulous Friday, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Big shout out, Paul Oley, the gallery. Paul, we love you for all of your custom framing, photography, and more. 1201 University, it's Paul Oley. Huge special shout out to Elliot Herzig. Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com. Billy, I still have 14 of these. I am trying.
You did set one back for your sister, right?
I did, yes.
Okay.
I got one back. I am trying to get these things donated to. Now, I know we were just having a discussion. It seems like everybody and their dog and their cat and their dust mites asking for money.
The goldfish hit me up earlier.
The goldfish. And I know a lot of people are.
T-shirts. They want me to buy T-shirts for their traveling baseball team.
Water bottles?
In San Antonio, yeah.
And no, it's not traveling. It's the team from San Antonio that's heard about you, and they've called you all the way from San Antonio, saying, we know that you have no interest in our area, but would you sponsor our Little League team?
Mm-hmm.
But in all seriousness, we do have these beautiful diamond pendants, diamond necklace from Elliot's Jewelers. Friends, these are valued at $320. Very, very beautiful. It's hard to see just how beautiful they are just sitting here. But I'm telling you, if you have been looking for some beautiful jewelry, this will go to benefit our friends at Care Center Huntsville. Every single penny that you donate, $100 or more, $100 suggested minimum, you can have these diamond earrings in this beautiful diamond necklace. Again, we're trying to raise $2,000 for Care Center Huntsville. We do it a little bit different, though. When we ask for money, we try to give you something, to just say, hey, thank you, and we give you a little something. Like if you sponsor a football team, I was big on this. Whenever I was broadcasting here locally, I always really appreciated my sponsors, and I made it a habit of getting a team photo printed up with the logos, and I took it. And you know who still has that? Who still has that hanging in their little food trailer is my buddy Shane over there at Fat Boys Pizza. He still has the Huntsville Hornet postcard that I sent him with the team, and I put a thank you on it, and he's got 2 of them because I did it 2 years in a row. So
something else.
Just give someone something.
I want to touch on something. If you are doing a sponsorship for your traveling goldfish baseball team, and you come to us and you're like, well, we're going to put your logo on the back of our T-shirt. And then later I find out that just the name. That ain't right.
Now, I made a mistake on this. I'm going to own up to this. Steph Valley's watching this morning. If you make a mistake, you do everything you can to make it right. I told Steph, I said, Steph, I'm going to put you on the back of the shirt for Raise a Hope. Mm-hmm. Guess what I forgot to do?
Put her on the back.
Put her on the back of the shirt. So guess what I did? And Steph, you probably haven't heard the games, But Steph, I said, well, can I make it up to you by making you a sponsor of New Waverly football? She said, absolutely. And so every New Waverly game, we do a couple of reads. We run her commercial spot. So at least we tried to make it up. But I felt so bad about that. We were just in the middle.
I wouldn't want her mad at me. Man.
No, because
come at you like a spider monkey,
Steph. So I tried to make it right. I hope it worked out.
I'm
for
even
you.
going to apologize for what he did. We're sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to own up to my mistakes. But you're right. People are. I won't go into it, but let's just say that we sponsor something every year for Fair on the Square. Well, I go to the website, someone else's logo is on that thing that we sponsor.
Yeah, I noticed that too about Fair on the Square.
I asked it to get changed, and Fair on the Square is tomorrow, and it still hasn't been changed.
Yeah. Or, you sponsor something and do something, and then your competitor does something, and they get all the credit, and you do all the work.
Well, you know what my buddy used to say when I was in high school and went to buy that car?
No credit, no sweat it.
Don't sweat it. that could apply to everything, right? So, but anyways, we do what we do because we want to give back, But I will be honest, money
ain't easy to come by.
It's not, man. And just work hard and if you make a mistake, it's okay to own up to a mistake. But I've learned in the media business, you always try to. We called it make goods in the radio business. Mm-hmm. I always just said make it right.
Yeah.
And when I had my IT business, if somebody would come in upset, I would just tell them, we were so blessed, Billy, and I am bragging on this because I had great people. It wasn't me. It was the people that worked with me. We had such great customer service because of one thing that I taught my guys. And they listened to this and they took it in. I said, if people get upset, don't have this mentality and this defense mechanism to go back at them. Suck up your pride, even if you know you're right, and just look at the person and say, what can I do to make it right? I understand that you are so upset. If I were in your shoes, I would probably be upset too, even though if we didn't feel like that, that's what we told them. What can we do to make it right? And I'm going to tell you, man, that diffused almost every single conflict. I maybe in 14 years of business had 2 people give us a bad review whenever we could have had 100 of them.
Oh, I say it all the time. It ain't right till it's right. Mm-hmm. It's not right until it's right.
My dad always said, if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And there are no in-betweens.
Yeah.
So, but in the customer service world, if they're wrong, you still got to find a way to make them right. Unless it's I told one lady once, she came in and she was upset. She was belligerent. And then she started accusing my brother of doing stuff and started cussing. And I said, ma'am, we have tried everything to help you. But I said, now you're making it personal with my employees. And I wouldn't care if it's my brother or one of my other employees. I treat them all the same. And I'd say, look, now you're making it personal and you're making false accusations against one of my employees, which, by the way, happens to be my brother. You need to get your stuff and get out of my store. I said, you are not welcome back in this store. And I even went the extra mile. I said, if you want to go leave 100 bad reviews, please do so I can respond to them and let them know how you just treated my employees and how you came in here. And I said, by the way, we're recording everything, so I'll be more than happy to put the video up. Mm-hmm. That person, she just walked out, didn't say a word. Yeah. Never saw a bad review because she knew she was in the wrong. Mm-hmm. We tried to have grace. You can only have grace up until a certain point, and then it's just like, okay, it's time to cut ties, So, anyways. That's all I wanted to say this morning, Billy. That's it. That'll wrap it up.
That's it. All right.
No,
we'll see y'all next Friday or something. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, in a couple of Fridays from now, it may be next Friday or the Friday. I think it is. I think it's Friday after next. I'll need to get my ducks in a row.
Is that a movie?
No, Safe House. Yeah, maybe.
Friday after next.
Yeah, next Friday, Friday after next.
Friday.
I love
Friday,
those.
Friday after
all
next.
of them. We just went through all 3 movies.
There you go.
Debo, get in here. If you
Smokey!
Yeah, Smokey! Man, how you doing, Miss Jackson? If you haven't watched that movie, go watch it, all right?
What's up, Big Worm?
Yeah, he called him Big Worm. I love that movie, man.
Never seen it. We've never seen it.
What was it Ice Cube? Is that his name? Or whatever. What was his name in the movie, though?
Oh, Craig.
Craig, get in here, Craig!
How come every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen? Eating up all the food.
Either next week or a week from next, we will have our Friday show live from Cafe Texan. I wanted to make that announcement with you sitting here, so
I'll know about it.
So you'll know about it.
And I'll be sitting over here in the driveway like, where's Rob?
You can use your issued key to get in over here. You know, I've heard through the grapevine maybe Billy can get in here if he needs to. You know, it's a special privilege. You got a key to the town.
Yeah.
So
I had to write my name on a piece of paper and everything.
But no, we are going to be down at Cafe Texan. Big thanks to Vance Howard and the folks over there. we are doing the show live because we are also helping to promote Safe House and their gel-a-thon, their gel and bell that they're having. So they've got 14 folks from the community coming in every hour, and we decided that it would be really cool to do it on location somewhere. A couple years ago, this was done as a class project for an HLI class. I think it was 41, one of those classes, or maybe 40. And it was a great benefit. It was a great benefit thanks to the people that came and helped secure funds. I can think right off the top of my head, Stephanie Pitts, boy, she from Advantage Specialties, she brought in a good amount of cash to that event. We're so grateful for her. Vicki McKenzie, who's now a real estate agent, she got on the phone. Another young man from Sam Houston State University that the name is unfortunately slipping my head right now, but he came in there already with $1,000 ready to go for Safe House. So it's those folks that made that possible.
So you get locked up and you got to have people post your bail?
$500 bill.
Hell, yeah. I'd be there all day.
Well, Billy, I'll bring you a quarter. And it'd take a lot of quarters to get to 500, Billy. But it was good, though. So we're going to have the show live from Cafe Texan here either next week or week after next. I just have to clarify the full details of that. Just met with Tammy, but went through my head. And I posted an article on the website yesterday.
They're going to feed us, right?
What have you been saying all morning? By God, they're going to feed us. By golly, they're going to feed us.
Don't get me wound up, by God.
Sound like Phil and Brent and Roy D. Mercer. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about a big game coming up tonight here in Huntsville, and you better get there and you better get in your seat. There's also some stadium rules that they're putting out.
Be on your best behavior.
Be on your best behavior. Let's show folks from out of town how good Huntsville is.
Yeah, we can act right.
When we can, we do. So let's show them. Let's flip the script. Let's show them the proper way of how you should act when you.
Yeah, because they need to pay attention.
They rowdy. We're going to talk about that. Also, a big victory last night in the college football scene. What is it? Well, you probably know. We'll talk about that when we come back as well. I'm going to wrap up this week, Billy, giving a little bit of money away, and all you got to do is text in the keyword.
I'd love to. Rest.
Hey, this is one of those meditation episodes right now. Listen to my voice as you put your earphones on.
Let your body sink into the floor.
Let your body sink into your skin-infested mattress.
It tends to weigh 5 pounds heavier every year.
5 pounds added, but that's 5 pounds off your body.
And think of all the sweat that you've lost.
Keyword is rest.
Pints.
The 880 pints over years. God, that's nasty. Keyword's rest.
It'd be all right if that was beer or something. You know?
Text in rest along with your name. That is on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line 936-339-0139. Again, that number 936-339-0139. Big thank you to 0 Degree Creations and Rick Boning for sponsoring our phone and text line. Rest is the keyword. Money coming your way.
What's that fella doing in the background there?
He's on his laptop.
Oh.
Yeah, at the beach. I covered up his face, though, with the dinosaur.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Hey,
I see it now.
As always, our shows every single Faithful Friday brought to you by our great friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, online at shmfh.com. It's our family serving yours since 2002. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. More to come. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville here on a Faithful Friday. Stay with us, friends.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at GuardianDefenseLLC.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
40 Days USA.
40 days of prayer for our nation.
Please join Ed Litton, pastor and former president of the Southern Baptist Convention, as he prays for pastors and church leadership.
40 days.
First of all, Lord, we want to pray for his personal life. We want to ask that pastors all over this nation will be blessed, oh God. Lord, we pray that he will find the Lord and delight in the study of God's word like never before. Lord, that you give him wisdom, discernment, give him sound counsel to people that are hurting and struggling. And Lord, I pray that the hardest parts of his ministry will become, like Paul experienced, the most joyful parts of his ministry because he senses the power of the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Join us as we pray for our nation by going to 40daysusa.com to receive the 40 Days USA prayer guide and other free resources. That's 40daysusa.com.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Spirit Radio FM thanks Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home for their support. They offer services including pre-planning, funeral services, and grief support. Their website is shmfh.com, and their phone number is 936-291-7300. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
All right, Huntsville, welcome back at it. Time now is 8:05 in the a.m. Thanks for joining us on this Faithful Friday. Always a joy, privilege, and honor to be able to speak to you every morning. I know we have a lot of fun here, but we do have a serious side of this show, and we want to just lift you up and encourage you this morning. A lot of folks in our community going through so much right now, and we just want to tell you good morning. And, hey, you know what? I'll even say this. We love you. Don't ever devalue your life. Don't ever think that you're not making a difference. You got an opportunity every day. The other day in our marriage class, I was thinking about how when we wake up sometimes, or maybe early on in the day, we've already made a mistake. Maybe we've said a word that we didn't mean to say. Maybe we've treated somebody a way that we wish we wouldn't have treated them in the heat of the moment. And I used to have this mentality that you had to wait for the next day. It was kind of like you go to sleep and it's a recharge. It's a sunset and a sunrise, and then you start over. And I had a realization on a Wednesday night in our marriage class and couples class that it just hit me while Don Jackson, who leads that class, was speaking. And I said, I don't have to wait till the morning to start over. I can start over immediately when I've realized that I've made a mistake. And so maybe that's where you're at today. Maybe you've already made a mistake this morning. Maybe something's happened in your life. Don't wait until tomorrow. Start over right now. Start over right now. Ask for forgiveness. Say, you know what, today's going to be a better day, and pray about it, and just start over. Don't wait until tomorrow. I had another thought, too, and I was thinking about this last night. Yesterday was my would have been her, I want to say 96th birthday, Billy, 97th birthday. It would have been 96 or 97. She passed away in 21, and I was very close to her. And I started thinking, just 30 years ago, I was 10 years old. And 30 years as a child seems like it's so long, but then when you get there, you realize that 30 years really isn't that long at all. In fact, it's really fast. And I had a thought this morning a few hours ago when I got up, and I said, as we get older, it feels like time is accelerating, moving at a pace that's hard to keep up with. Just yesterday, for many of us, life was so different. I go back those 30 years and think about my dad was still here. All of my grandparents, 30 years ago, all of my grandparents are here. You fast forward 30 years, and all of them are gone. I've lost aunts and uncles. We've all faced highs and lows, and the years have brought changes. Sometimes it maybe seem like setbacks. Maybe you've gotten to a level. I think a lot, Billy, in my broadcasting career. I felt like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I was at the height of that, and then things happened, and we had our child, and what should have been the greatest joy in my life, which it was at the time, but then I started to think about my career, and it took me into a deep low. And I'll be honest, it was a depression. But I remember that those aren't setbacks in life, that those setbacks don't define me. I said, when we face those highs and lows, and the years have brought changes that seem like setbacks, but remember, God is guiding your journey. Those moments, and this is for all of you, those moments of deep struggle and pain were part of His greater plan for your life. Maybe you're going through it right now. Let those scars remind you of His healing and purpose. Don't let the speed of time steal your joy this morning. Stay in faith, trust in God's timing. And here's the key to all of this, Billy. Embrace each day with purpose. Man, you and I have talked about it on this show. We joke around, talk about mattresses and bugs.
Yeah.
But then we talk about
what's wrong with that?
Yeah, but then we talk about these serious things. And just find purpose, Billy, every day. Have you ever been in a moment, Billy, to where like something's going on and it just drags you down through the whole day?
Yeah.
And then you forget about the joys of life.
And those tend to happen like first thing in the morning, like totally.
And that's where I'm getting at. Billy, by the way, is looking for it. He's trying to locate a photo.
Yeah, I am desperately looking for something.
What are you looking for?
Lily has requested a photo.
Ah, see, good dad here. Keeping up with the daughter. We do want to welcome you in. We appreciate you very much. A lot of folks already joining us, and Justin Kring said, Billy, you forgot to say bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia, about something. Melissa Barm over at Advantage Specialties joining us. She said, good morning. I'm thankful for friends and family this morning. Robert Kane, good morning to you. Roger Burnett, man, always good to see you, Roger. And happy belated birthday to Tara, to your bride. We wished her a happy birthday. I didn't even realize. I think it was 2 days ago. We put a belated birthday wish to her yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Kitty joining us on YouTube this morning. Good morning, Kitty. Thanks for joining us. Nathan Smith joining us from over at Ink Slingers. Good to see you, Nathan, man. God bless you, my friend. Great to see you on this morning. Christine Mitchell, are you guys back yet, or are you still in Uganda? Christine Mitchell joining us. She must be back because she's saying good morning. She used to say good evening from Uganda. So I think maybe y'all are back, Christine. If not, we hope you're doing well regardless. By the way, new mattress sales spiking this weekend in Huntsville now. Commissions going to Billy and I.
Yeah.
So we would really appreciate that. Stephanie?
Well, and I'm trying. Me and Jacqueline bought a new mattress here a couple of years back, but I can't remember how long ago. There was a little store down on the square. It was like Box Drop Huntsville.
Wasn't that in the old? There was a mattress place in the old Avalon Theater where Adler Family Toys moved into. Is that the one where y'all went?
That's the one. Yeah.
I remember that. Stephanie Pitts over at Advantage Specialties. Good morning, Steph. Good to see you. Saying happy Hornet Friday. Kyle Kreiner here with us as well. Brian Smith all the way up in Fargo, North Dakota. Good morning. Man, Brian, I'm just so grateful for your friendship. That's what's cool about the journey of life. Sometimes you may bounce around or end up somewhere you didn't expect to end up, and then you come back to where you were, and along the way you picked up some friends. I think about that, Billy, like, I go back 2 years ago, and I never would have known Brian, and now we've remained friends, and just an all around great guy. So glad that you're on with us this morning. Many other folks joining us too. My sister saying that they have a mattress cover and it's cold in all capitals. We were talking about that. Autumn Wheaton, good morning, Huntsville family.
I don't see how it could be cold.
I don't either. Karen Clark, good morning, Huntsville, Texas. Have an awesome day. See y'all at lunch today. We'll have the Billy Cauthen restaurant report here in just a few moments. Also, Jamie Saucier said this. He goes, when I would wake up my son, I would stand at the end of the bed and continuously tap him on his foot.
I do that. But my kids are different. Like James, you could do that, but Lily, she'd cut you.
Hey, I want to let you know, courtesy of Jamie, by the way, Saucier Woodworks, check this out. 27 days until Halloween. Billy, what are you going as this year?
Me. I go as a funeral director every year.
27 till Halloween, 55 days until Thanksgiving, 82 days until Christmas. The countdown is on. So far. Also, Steph Valley traveling today. She said she's listening through the Spirit Radio FM app a little bit earlier. Thank you, Steph, for letting us know about that. Fair on the Square coming up this weekend. We'll be down here, a lot of us. It's going to be, I think, we may end up having another record crowd. I think last year was one of the biggest we've ever had. You know, I wanted to give a special shout-out to Laura Green, who was over that event for 21 years when she worked at the Chamber. And, Laura, your dedication, your support, your commitment, your guidance, your leadership, every positive word you can think of over that event. Laura, you really helped it make it what it has become over these last 21 years. Now, I know there's a lot of folks that volunteer, and they do tremendous work as well, but you got to have a solid leader in any organization.
She was a ringleader.
Boy, she just did such an incredible job. You know, months and months heading up to that event, was calling on people, checking on people, making sure all the what do you say, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed. She did the whole nine. And I know that there's folks right now that have stepped up and really doing a good job in the absence of the Chamber having a marketing person right now. But all of you have done tremendous. But I wanted to give a special shout-out this morning to Laura Green for all of her work over these last 21 years. Billy, I told you this morning when I drove in, we're here at the church. We provide transportation from Bowers. We shuttle folks all day long for that event here at First, and I saw those barricades, and you think I'm joking, but the very first thought that I had was saying, man, I cannot wait to go down there and sit in those chairs with Billy at the intersection where y'all give out water.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that, man. You think I'm joking, but that's exactly what I meant whenever I saw those this morning. I said, man, I can't wait to go hang out with Billy and just sit in those chairs, just watch people walk by.
That's I've lived here my whole life now, so there's not a lot that excites me about Fair on the Square because I've seen it, and I've seen it.
50 years, right?
But 50 years, yeah. I'm 45, 44, 40. Well, we'll figure out how old I am, and then I've been there since the first one.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. Just swinging around.
Well, come on, man.
But no, I love the people watch.
And I bet when you're sitting there, I bet a ton of people come up and say hi to you.
Oh,
and
yeah.
talk to you.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I feel bad because I'm sitting down and they're standing up, and I feel like I need to stand up, and they're all like, no, sit down. And then the first time you don't stand up, like the person, and then I don't know, it's just awkward.
You know what I just thought of that I need to do?
So I need bar stools.
Well, I have these little Good Morning Huntsville stickers, and it's like me and then Sam Houston.
Yes, my uncle.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to – I hope the lady's still around that does this artwork for me. I'm going to ask her. I'm going to send her a picture of you, and I need to get one of these made for every day of the week. So, like, Good Morning Huntsville with Billy Cauthen. That'd be cool with having us on there. And then you could hand those out at Fair on the Square, Billy.
Sure could.
Well, hey, a couple of things going on. We're going to get to the Billy Cauthen Restaurant Report here in just a few moments about where we went last week, where we're headed today. Today, by the way, go ahead and mark your calendar, 11:30. 11:30. We went over to the –
Oh, yeah.
I
remember.
I know where we went. I just can't think of the name.
Joe's.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute.
Joe's.
I do want to bring up something real quick.
Oh.
Huge game coming up tonight. Huge game here in Huntsville. This one could be one for the ages. Think Dave Campbell, Texas football, who's has the authority on these kind of things and polls and all that. I have P&G, Port Neches Groves as number 1. Huntsville is number 9. There's another coaches poll that I look at that has a lot of very useful information. They've actually got P&G ranked number 3 behind Richmond, Randall, and Texas High. Huntsville is at number 11, so still pretty close to the normal polls that you see out there. Here's the deal tonight. P&G will travel. This is like a college crowd that comes with their team. And if those home games at P&G are sold out for years and years and years. Like, you can't get season tickets to P&G. If you don't have them now, you ain't going to get them for the next decade. I mean, that's how committed this fan base is. They are the 7-point favorites in this ball game. Many polls are saying 7-point favorites. But who cares about all that? Huntsville's on stride right now. They're playing extremely well. P&G comes in after defeating Lake Creek 62-56 just a week ago. They're 4-0. Huntsville, again, though, you're coming to our house. You're coming into an energetic crowd of our own. There's going to be a lot of green out there tonight, Billy. Let us know kind of your thoughts and what you're looking forward to heading into this ball game, man.
I'm looking forward to getting there early.
Mention that again because the fans need to get there early tonight too.
All right. I got to speak to my Huntsville people. Hey, look, y'all. We need to get there early. It is the blackout game. Blackout. Wear black. Don't show up and say, what's that, the lumberjack purple or any of that. Black. It's the blackout game. So we need to wear black.
Who came up with that?
I'm not sure. I'm blaming it on somebody, but it wasn't the Booster Club. I guess. I don't know. Anywho.
Can I say something real quick? I don't want to interrupt. Huntsville's green.
Yeah, I get it.
It should be like paint your face green, wear your green shirt, wear your green pants.
There's a breast cancer for the pink. There's a white,
which is understandable. But this is
I don't know who comes up with this stuff. I mean, I wear green on Fridays.
It's like blackout. I'd rather be bright, full of light, and wear the green, man. Anyways, go ahead. That's just my ramble.
I understand, but we're going to wear black tonight, people. It's the blackout
Courtesy
game.
of Sidney Grisham, by the way. He always tells me that. He said, the team ain't black. The team wears green. That's what he told me
Mr. Grisham, I'm 100% on board, sir. You don't have to worry. I know my spot.
Okay.
But they want you to wear black tonight.
So
and
wear
we need to be early. These folks travel, and they ain't very nice. But it's our responsibility to be nice because we know how to act right, Huntsville. So be nice. Get there early, and either leave early or leave late. There you go. That's pretty much my advice.
That's pretty good.
I will be stuck on the sidelines the entire time with that giant inflatable thing. So,
can I get your opinion on the blackout, though? Do you think it?
I think it should be green all the time.
Yeah.
I think a good Hornet fan ought to have a couple of green T-shirts, a green polo, a green Hornet jacket. I mean, it's green.
Whoever came up with it, I'm not bashing on it. I'm just saying for me is it.
But now, do you think when a Hornet fan travels, we should wear white?
Green. I think it should be green all the time.
Okay.
Like Georgetown, it's always eagle blue. It's always eagle blue. We didn't change it. It's always eagle blue. No, I take that back. They had a blackout, but the shirts, they said they had some shirts and it said like Georgetown had a blue eagle on it.
If you don't show up in a black shirt, we're going to escort you over to the merchandise store and we're going to let you buy a black shirt.
That's perfect. See, it's a moneymaker.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're going to be out there with some hot shots and some cattle panels. You're going to go over and get yourself a black shirt.
See, it's a lot different for me now because I don't broadcast the games anymore. I miss doing that, but I'm enjoying New Waverly. But, I used to kind of keep my opinions to myself. But now that I'm kind of a fan on the outside looking in, I'm like, my goodness, just wear the green, man. But if it's called to wear black tonight, follow the rules, wear black. And then next year, go back to green.
Yeah.
And if you ain't got no green, guess where you go? Advantage Specialty. So go to the store over there, right?
Yeah, go to the store under the stadium. We got your T-shirts, your hats, your butt cushions, you name it.
Does your family have those seat backs, those little cool cushions with the Hornet logo on them and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I was about to say, you better, man.
Well, I mean, here's what's crazy. We have chairback seats at the stadium. We have reserved seating for the whole Cauthen family. But we're all busy doing something else, and I guess somebody else just sits in our seats during the game. Next year will be different. Next year I will get to sit in my seat and watch the football game.
Hey, so here's the deal, too. They put out a notice about where to sit at Hornet Stadium. I guess they're going to be starting to be a little more strict about this. Like students are supposed to be up top or something. Is that right?
There's a high school section, junior high section. There's a section for the band. There's your general, tickets, and then there's your reserve, your chairbacks. And I don't know if that's going to be a full-time, all-the-time thing, or if that's just – I don't think people are grasping the concept. P&G Travels, that whole town will shut down at noon today.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't going to get a pulled pork sandwich, nothing. They shutting down. They getting in their cars.
You ain't going to get medical care.
You're not going to get nothing. They jumping in. They Pintos and the F-150s, and they're firing them up, and they're coming to Huntsville, by God, Texas, okay? And they're going to be asses, and they're mean. We've seen them. We've dealt with them, okay? We're going to get kicked off the air any minute. So I'm just trying to tell
No,
people.
you said that they mosey through the grasses is what you said.
Yeah, that's what I said. They mosey through the grasses. And if they fill up that visitor side, don't think they ain't going to try to come over and sit on the home side. I mean, it's something like we've never seen before. I wish the Huntsville Hornets had a following like that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to get labeled some of the things that they've been labeled. You know?
See, I love this competitive
because we can do better,
spirit.
Huntsville. We know how to act.
I love this competitive spirit.
Yeah,
That's
competitive.
The whole competitive spirit of Billy Cauthen.
I'm just trying to make sure nobody that wears black or green tonight winds up in the Walker County Hooscow.
What's going to happen when Huntsville grows to the point that it needs 2 high schools? Because growing up, I said, it'll never happen in Georgetown. Well, guess what? It did happen, and now there's 3 high schools. It separated the town.
Yeah, I don't ever want to see that.
It's going to happen though.
I don't
care what
see
people
that.
say.
I
It's
don't
going
wanna see
to.
that.
I don't want to see it happen either. But I think when you're as a community, I know
Supposed to be like Dillon and Dillon East.
Yeah. Well, it's Georgetown and Eastview, and Eastview always felt like the little brother. And I'm like, well, tell your fan base and to support you more. There was a perfect example of this. One time, apparently the Georgetown Booster Club gave the Eastview Booster Club $1,000. Supposedly they tore up the check and said, add another 0 to it and we'll accept it. Now, that's a little too much. Now, I don't know the validity of that, but, and I've had people call me from the other school saying, well, why don't we get the same coverage? We're always looked down upon. I said, you don't get the same coverage because nobody there wants to step up. Mm-hmm. Oh, and by the way, SHN doesn't run the Georgetown broadcast. That's a whole other crew. They just use our platform for promotion. So that's not us telling them, go support Georgetown. That's us allowing them the freedom to do their broadcast for their school. If somebody wants to broadcast your school, guess what? Step up and do it.
I tell you what's crazy is the people that they think the Booster Club is actually running stuff.
No, the Booster Club, that's what I've gotten too. They're like, well, it's the Georgetown Booster Club. I was like, the Georgetown Booster Club didn't give SHN a dime, never has. And that's not I'm not complaining about that. They go out and secure sponsorships and get support from the community.
That's what we're trying
to do it. The Booster Club does not run the clock. Here, let me clarify some things for folks because I get passionate about this, Billy.
Clarify.
The Booster Club, and Billy's the president of the Booster Club. So I'm going to clarify a few things on behalf of Billy, and he can chime in. The Booster Club does not send out information about the games to broadcasters, number one. Okay, if you're a broadcaster and you're trying to get a hold of Booster, that's not their job. Number two, the Booster Club does not have anything to do with the time that runs at the stadiums. That's nothing to do with the Booster Club. Number three, the Booster Club does not pay for broadcast. They do not run the broadcast. They do not operate the broadcast. That has nothing to do with the broadcast. Do they support the broadcast in other ways? Yes, but they don't run the broadcast. They don't tell Carlos or Brian what to do. That has nothing to do with the Booster Club.
Nothing.
That's my rant.
If your child's football photos did not turn out the way you wanted them, that's not the Booster Club's fault.
We're going to write a book called Not the Booster Club.
If you came to the merchandise store and your butt needed a 3XL and you got an extra small, don't come hollering at us when it don't fit right.
You got 2 or 3 more, Billy?
Yeah, but they're all pretty R-rated.
Look, when you run out of gas on the interstate, it's not the
Don't blame it on the Booster Club.
Don't call Billy being like,
when the game starts at 7 and you come up at 7:30, don't be mad that the game has already been going for 30 minutes. It's not the Booster Club's fault.
Jamie Salas joining us, and she said, so my question is, should I buy tickets to the game? I don't think there is any tickets. They're probably sold out. I wouldn't expect there to be any tickets left.
I would try.
Go ahead and try. Yeah, you definitely should try. Is it going to
come and support?
Is it going to be one of those oversell where you sell too many, then people can't get in?
I don't know. The Booster Club doesn't do that.
See. All right, there's our rants. But
what does the Booster Club do?
Supports the team.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lily was texting.
Supports the team.
We support the team. We help the coaches. If they need additional gear that they don't normally have in their budget, it goes to that. We feed the boys before and afters, and yeah.
Switching gears in other news, come out tonight, Sport the Hornets, Stingham Hornets. In other news,
hey, is there another football team in town that's doing stuff?
Another football, not only doing stuff very well.
Doing it well.
Defeating UTEP. I mean, UTEP was already 0-4 coming into this ball game, 0-1 in conference, but they were in El Paso at the Sun Bowl last night. Sam Houston victorious 41-21. They got off to an early lead, led 17-7 at the half, and then Sam Houston goes on a roll in the third, scoring 3 times, 21-7 in the third quarter alone. and just rolls UTEP last night. Now Sam Houston 5-1. They're 2-0 in conference play in CUSA. I think the magic number for most FBS college teams is 6 wins, and you get a bowl game. Sam Houston may be headed to the Purina Dogchow Bowl if things continue. I'm just kidding. I just said I hope we get a good
God,
one.
I wish they would have that. It's the bottom of the ninth, and here comes the gravy train.
Can I say something? I'm not saying it disrespect. Can I say something, though? If we're going to get a bowl game, give us a good one. We've earned it. We've worked hard. We still got a lot of football left. Give us a good bowl game, not one of these no names, tax credit, no sweat it, don't credit tax bowl.
The next day.
Give us, my goodness, give us a good bowl game, one that's going to get great national attention. Because, some of these bowl, and I know we still got a ways to go. I mean, I don't want to put the horse in front of the cart here, but
you're supposed to put the horse in
or
front
put
of
it.
the
What do you say?
Put the cart in front of the horse.
Put the cart in front. See, I'm so bad at these. I don't want to put the cart.
We're going down that trail again
in front of the horse. But by goodness, please, if we get a bowl game, give us a good, nationally recognized bowl game. I don't want the H&R Block Tax Bowl. I mean, they have them, Billy.
The Jimmy's Discount Furniture.
Yeah. Now, the Mattress Mac Bowl would be pretty cool if he had one.
Yeah, because he would have a team that if they won, you get your furniture free.
Yeah, exactly. But congratulations. I'm not downplaying this. It's been a very good season for Sam Houston. You go back now, they are now 8-2 over their last 10 games. Maybe 9-1. I got to go back and look at that. But this has been a pretty incredible run. And this is the first year that Sam Houston, second year in the FBS, but first year that they're bowl eligible. How cool would that be for your team to get out of the gate and immediately go to a bowl game? Texas State, it took them a long time to do that. They went FBS in 2013, and they just got a bowl game a year ago.
Now there'd be somebody griping, that we were unqualified or overqualified or shouldn't be in this district or
some people
conference and
people had that argument about Florida State, and they're like they've only won one game this year now after getting in there last year. I mean, that's a tough road. But guess what? We ain't Florida State. We got Huntsville green and we got Bearcat orange here in Huntsville.
Yeah, we're Huntsville State.
Do you ever get out to any of the Bearcat games?
No.
I know you're always, but you got so much going on during the weekends too, man.
Yeah, I need to accidentally drive over my phone or something and take a weekend off.
Yeah. All right, let's take one final break. When we come back, it's your time to shine, Billy Cauthen. Yeah, woo!
Woo!
It's the Billy Cauthen.
Yeah, cold cuts today.
I forgot about that. 44, that's me. Cold cuts. Get your cold cuts. We'll take a break. We'll wrap it up when we come back. It is the Billy Cauthen Restaurant Report. Also, what day is it? Today's Impossible Question. And
Friday.
We'll call our winner when we come back. It is a Faithful Friday brought to you by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Final opportunity to text in that keyword REST along with your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. We'll give away money one final time this week, 936-339-0139. We'll be back in a moment.
If we could throw in a free planning guide.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Free planning guide.
Yeah.
We'll do
free.
We'll come on, fill it out. We'll throw it in. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is your show here on a Friday as we close it out. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
So, what's inside the mysterious little box?
Whoa, what box? Oh, that box over there.
You went to Elliot.
Wait, don't open it yet. Oh, and yes, I went to see Elliot's Jewelers just a couple of days ago.
Inside the box, is it golden?
Well, I was a little concerned about the price of gold because it's high, but Elliot really helped me find something beautiful and monetarily agreeable.
Oh, well, hey, can I open it now? Please?
Whoa, just a little longer. You have to at least wait until Christmas Day.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Elliot's Jewelers. Fine jewelry and engravable gifts. Schedule your appointment at elliotsjewelers.com. That's ELLIOTTS Jewelers.com.
Make sure there's something extra special inside the mysterious little box you give this season.
Braylon, say this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
Alrighty. You know, man, I listened to by accident of all things, my radio dial. I think like traditional radio gets listened to the most in vehicles, which that's a stat.
Yeah, because you're there.
You know, in the radio business, I don't know if I've ever mentioned on this show, but it's funny when you work in an industry, you're taught that your industry is better than everybody else's. So when I was in radio, I was tried to be pressure washed into believing that there was no other media that was effective, that radio was the number one most effective media. Print media doesn't matter, newspaper don't matter, magazine don't matter, TV don't matter, social media don't matter. Because why? 90% of people every day touch radio in America. Well, they touch radio because it's programmed into their car by default. When you turn on your car, what happens? Your car defaults usually to radio unless you've been listening to something else. Bluetooth.
The radio comes on and the AC's on full blast.
Exactly. That's the way it's always been. 10 years from now, it's not going to be that way. I have seen, and someone taught me this in the car business, and they're so right about this. A guy named Mike Stevens. He said, have you ever noticed how the controls of the radio have made their way down, 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 down in vehicles over the years? And now some vehicles don't even have certain radio functions because it's all internet-based. It's all Bluetooth-based and all that. Is radio still effective? Yeah, I'm not bashing radio. Radio is still very effective.
Well,
but the deal is, if as a business, you want to get your name out across all mediums.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just please stand up for our local paper just for a moment? I want to say something. I run ads in there once in a while. I'll be honest, I haven't got much of a response, but I'm getting my name out there. I don't do things. If I put an ad in the paper and I don't get 20 calls or even one call, I don't see that as a failure because my name was still out there. Somebody still saw my name. It's the conscious thing. Our local paper has been in Huntsville since the 18. They don't pay me nothing, by the way. Never advertised, never paid me anything to do anything. I've paid them, and I'm not bashing them. But I will stand up for our local paper all day long because they've been here since the 1800s. Brenda Poe has worked very hard to turn it around and to really focus on a lot of community stories, and she's done a great job with that. The paper, is it effective? Yeah. Is advertising on the radio effective? Yeah. Is doing stuff on here effective? Yeah. As a business, get your name out across all platforms that you possibly can. And you got to start picking and choosing where you need to do things. But there's also like a loyalty factor too. If you do business with me, I'm going to be more apt to doing business with you.
That's fair. Yeah.
Now I do want to say this. Let's say something happened, and you decided you're going to go somewhere else, but you were with me for 15 years.
Yeah.
If something came up, I would still be more inept to go to you because you were with me for so long. Let me put it this way. I wouldn't forget about the past. And that's just the way I'm wired. I don't
think about all those years of the money I spent with you.
I don't forget about people who have done things for me. Now, will that say that I won't do things for people that don't do anything? No, I will still help people that have never done anything for me because that's what we're called to do in life.
No.
We're called to do things to not get anything in return. But I'm going to tell you as a business person, if you did something for me, I'm going to be more inept to do something with you.
Yeah, you want to do business with people that you have an established relationship
with my hometown people. Yeah. So I don't know.
I'm getting ready to get my vehicles are equipped with Sirius satellite radio. It's not turned on, but it's about to, because there's one radio station that I listen to, and it's here local, and I have reached a point I'm fed up with them. Because I don't get any local news. I don't get anything. Even the advertisements are now. I'm not knocking Conroe, Willis, Montgomery. I'm not knocking. Don't for one second. Those are great people in their community. But I live in Huntsville. That's where I work, where my church is, where my family puts their head down every night, where we have dinner is in Huntsville. I want to know what's happening here.
Yeah.
I don't care about something happening down at Margaritaville. That's cool that they're having that. But I haven't heard Squad Ole about the fair on the square or anything like. I haven't heard anything about what's happening in my town, which is where the radio station is based out of.
Yeah. And I'm not knocking any local media or anybody by any terms, but
so if I'm not going to get local news on a local radio station, I might as well listen to Sirius XM and just listen to what I want to listen to.
You got to take care. And I love what Steph said. You got to take care of local businesses first, and it doesn't matter. And there's a lot of good people doing a lot of good things in our community. But all I'm saying is, take care of your people here. Take care of your people here. They need it. People need to be taken care of and appreciated and lifted up. Hey, something we do every Friday that we absolutely love, Billy.
Go home early.
Go home early. Where did we go last week? It's time for the Billy Cauthen Restaurant Report.
We went to Joe's Italian. Is it Italian Grill? Or it's Joe's Italian.
Joe's Italian. Just straight up Joe's Italian, yeah.
It was good. God, it was good. We started out with an appetizer of fried calamari.
I like how you put a little flair on it.
Calamari. And you got that just for – I mean, I know that you got it with the intentions of sharing, but you ordered that before 90% of us got there. And let's see, there was 1, 2, 3, 4.
We had it was our biggest turnout.
It was like 9 people.
Yeah, it was.
And Rob got this little appetizer for himself.
No, I shared it.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But he got this appetizer. He ordered it, and there was enough on this appetizer that everyone at the table got 2 or 3 pieces of this stuff, and it was good. I mean, it was a very large portion for an appetizer. And, like, the people in the back had no way of knowing when you ordered that there was that many people.
No, because they all came a little bit after.
Yeah. I mean, because pretty much by the time we sat down, they were bringing that out.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, that was plenty. As soon as we sat down, they got our drink orders, and our glasses were never empty, which is a big thing with me. The food was outstanding. I mean, it couldn't have been fresher, hotter. I mean, it was on point. I think everyone was very pleased.
My favorite thing that you always say about the restaurant report or about the drinks. How did the drinks go?
The drinks went good. We never had to ask for a refill. Their glasses are always full.
That's my favorite. Glasses are always full, filled up.
I think if you're eating something, right, and it's maybe spicy or something, and you're sipping on your sweet tea, and then your glass is empty. And I went through this. Where were we the other night? Crap, I can't even remember.
The glass went empty.
It went empty, and like I'm like drinking it, and the waiter's walking by, and I'm like shaking the ice out of the bottom of it, and I'm thinking, is there a universal sign? I mean, I've already kind of like, Miss, should I take the glass and fling it at you? But no, just didn't. But at Joe's, we didn't have that problem. They were top notch. They checked on us. The food was just outstanding. I didn't get one of the little rolls that came out on the table, and not that there wasn't plenty. I never reached over anybody and got one. So,
well, there you go. Joe's Italian, really, really good food, and we appreciate them so much. Jamie, by the way, came with us from Osprey Stores. Love Jamie. She does a lot here in this community. I love a good go-getter, and Jamie is definitely Jamie, you're a great go-getter. It was her first time at Joe's Italian, and she just commented and said she absolutely loved it. So thank you. Karen was with us.
It gets 4 out of 4 stars. I mean, it was.
Steph's still with us from Magnolia. Steph, you and Scott today, if you get a chance. 11:30, by the way. 11:30. We've had to take
or maybe just a little before that, too.
11:30 for sure. No later than 11:30. Where are we going today, Billy?
Benny J. Smoke Pit.
Come on, man.
Come on down.
Have you been there before? Like what kind of dumb?
I'm a VIP member there.
Like what ignorant question is that? Well, one way to find out where we're at, too, on the Billy Cauthen Restaurant Report, thanks to a very special intern that puts in a lot of work.
Does she not come in on Fridays?
It's only Tuesdays and Thursdays. She said that that's the biggest thing that she misses now about not being here on Fridays is she doesn't get to see you, Billy.
Well, she knows that she's allowed just to come in, right?
She told me one day, she goes, I just need to come hang out over there on a Friday. But she has her LSAT stuff tomorrow, and she's been helping us, too, with New Waverly football broadcast. And I told her, I said, don't worry about the game tonight. Focus on your studies. And so she will not.
Education is more important.
Yeah, than helping me run a camera in a football game. Even though that's important, too. But your education is very important. So, yeah, come join us today.
Let's take this.
It says noon, but it's 11:30. What do you got here? Hold on.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm live on the air here at the
Billy's live on the phone right now. This is the joy of live broadcasting. You never know what's going to happen. Here, let's listen in. No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, a lot happening here at our community. Come join us. I know the graphic said noon, but come on by today at 11:30. Some of those calls you got to take, Billy. Those are the ones you got to take.
That's the gentleman that authorizes that my check gets signed.
Yeah, you got to take those phone calls. So,
well, when he calls, I mean, he could already be at the office, and we could be getting a call or something. So you got to.
Well, and he may say, "Man, I thought y'all wrapped that up at 8:30. What's going on?"
He knows better.
Here's the deal. 11:30. The graphic said noon. It's 11:30 today. We've had to change the time. So come join us at Benny J's at 11:30. If you don't know where that is, just Google it. It'll show up. It's over on 7th Street,
And there's a couple reasons for that. One, I have a family coming in at 12:30, and it's very important that I be there when they get there. But also, Benny J's is one of those places. They're phenomenal, but they cook this much food, and they open at 11. And if you get there after they have sold out of this, they don't go and unwrap one out of shrink wrap and put it in the microwave. They just out. So, yeah, get there early.
Hey, I won't do anything about what today or things you need to know today as far as or this day in history. Won't do that today because we're running out of time. Today is National Taco Day, National Golf Day, which we still need to do this, Billy, the golfing, by the way. Cinnamon Roll Day. I got a couple of those. National Vodka Day today and 10-4. It's 10-4 Day today.
Oh, man.
Come on, man. You got your CB fired up.
Over and out.
Yeah, over and out. Roger
that.
Alicia Silverstone today, by the way, 48 years old. Crazy. These ages really started scaring me when I started hearing this thing. One other thing, too. Motel 6 owner Blackstone has sold the chain to Indian Hotel startup for $525 million. I wonder if they're still going to keep the light on for you. They've sold.
Who did they sell it to?
It just says an Indian hotel startup. Don't know who it is. But all I'm saying is I hope that they keep the light on for you.
Yeah, well, what's old Tom Bodette going to do now?
I have no idea. Poor guy. They're probably going to AI his voice after he passes away.
Is he still alive?
We'll keep the voice on for you. Food news. Pillsbury adding more items to their Elf on the Shelf cookie mix line. So, you know, I didn't even know they had an Elf on the Shelf cookie mix line.
Would that be the Keebler elves?
I have no idea. I would assume. Dunkin' has added some Halloween touches to their menu. A potion macchiato. It's a purple coffee drink. Spider
we
specialty.
don't have a Dunkin', so.
And a Halloween Munchkins bucket. I don't even know how Dunkin's still relevant. I've never went to a Dunkin's Donut in my life. I see them. I've never had any inclination to go to a Dunkin' Donuts.
Jacqueline and Olivia used to love to go to Brian to go to Krispy Kremes, but apparently the owner of that facility found a way to really set his business on fire.
Do you remember Pizza Hut when they had the Book It program where you would read books?
Yes.
Okay, check this out. Pizza Hut, still going. They're giving away 1 million free personal pan pizzas during this month to celebrate National Book Month. To get a free pizza, use the code BOOKIT40 at checkout or the app to redeem a free personal pan pizza with an $8 minimum purchase. Code is good until 1 million personal pan pizzas are given away. BOOKIT40. So you better book it to your local Pizza Hut. That's kind of, I don't like that because you used to could only get the pizzas if you read the books. Now they're just giving them away.
When they first opened Bowers Stadium, I guess like 86 or so, Pizza Hut was the one that supplied the pizza. And they were the personal pan, like in the tin or aluminum foil dish with the, you know, like you get, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Deep dish type
Yeah,
deal.
it was deep dish.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that was the best pizza.
Today's impossible question. About 75% of people in the world will be doing this at 4 o'clock this afternoon. 75% of people in the world will be doing this today at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Getting ready for the Huntsville Hornet football game?
That's it. You're right.
I knew it.
P&G ain't got nothing.
We started at 4.
85% of us cringe when they hear their own voice. Which, when I've recorded commercials, people are like, oh, I don't sound good. I'm like, yeah, you do. Anybody that's ever told me they sound great ends up being horrible. The ones who say they don't sound good
you remember the first time, like, you recorded your voice and heard it?
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, who's that hick?
Yeah, and I did. I had a little hick voice. I still do, you know. 52% of drivers do not know how to change their windshield wipers. I know how to change them.
I know how to do it.
CPR is more accurate on TV, but in real life, did you know that CPR is only 10 to 20% effective? But that's still a 10 or 20% chance somebody had to live. They make it. I never thought about that on CPR. They make it look like everybody lives.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, the main thing now, and I think every commercial structure needs one of these, is an automatic external defibrillator, better known as AED. That's one of the real life-saving devices.
80% of those on Facebook say they'd never unfriend an ex. There's a couple I've unfriended, so I don't know if I fit into that category. Now, but here's the deal. One of the exes, like, we decided to mutually break up, and we remained friends. So that was a whole different scenario, you know. But that doesn't happen often. Final, the word burrito means little donkey in Spanish. This is because a burrito can carry many things, just like a donkey can. Just wanted you to know that. That's why they call it that.
Wow.
Yeah. Didn't know that, did you?
No, I thought burro was Spanish for donkey.
Well, burrito means little donkey. Burro is donkey, but burrito is little donkey. So there you go, little donkey. Burrito, little donkey. Impossible question before we sign off. 75% of people in the world will be doing this 4 o'clock this afternoon. What is it? My sister
thought
said
we done answered that.
Scrolling on the phone. You said Hornet game, but I'm talking the whole world.
Talking about going home.
Sister said watching TV, scrolling on the phone. The answer, sleeping. 75% of people somewhere in the world will be sleeping. If you look at, because it's overnight and the United States has a lot of people, but we're talking countries like India and so many others, that factors into it. 75% of the world will be sleeping at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
4 o'clock their time or our time?
Our time.
Well, that's crap. You didn't specify that.
So there you go. 4 o'clock this afternoon.
It's 4 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, it is. Hey, one final thing before we sign off today. Please see this link on your screen. It's runsignup.com/StopDD5K. Our friend Deanna Irwin was going to be here this morning, but she wasn't feeling too well. Deanna's always welcome on here, and she had messaged me last night, said, I don't know if I'll make it this morning at 7. She said, hey, I'm so sorry I can't get there. She's just not feeling well this morning. But
I think I saw her yesterday in traffic, and I honked and waved. And then as she waved back, I wasn't really sure if it was her, but
might have been, yeah. Well, we love you, Deanna, and we want to make sure that folks sign up, as today registration officially opens for the Pineapple Run. This is such an incredible organization. It's done in honor of her daughter, who was tragically taken due to someone texting and driving. And Deanna has turned this into a very positive thing. And I can only imagine, it's not easy going through that. I have no clue what that's like, but I will tell you this. Deanna has done such an incredible job honoring the legacy of her sweet daughter through the Peyton Irwin Foundation. And this year, the greatest pineapple run on earth. It's kind of a circus theme this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can register now online at runsignup.com/StopDD5K. This year, it will take place on April the 12th.
Is it going to be at night this year?
I know. I think maybe it's back in the day. I think
it was at nighttime last year.
No, it comes back to the day. It looks like 9 a.m. 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So it'll be back during the day this year. So, Deanna, we love you. We appreciate all that you do, and thank you for helping to raise awareness about such a serious, serious thing that a lot of folks are involved in that don't need to be involved in it. And I'll be transparent. I get involved in it once in a while, and that's something that, because of Deanna, I've really, really, really said I need to stop. And so my wife reminds me of that. And so thank you, Deanna, for putting that. Because I think I'm at a red light, and that's where a lot of it happens. I'll be at a red light, I glance over, and then Deanna even said, hey, that's not even safe, because it takes your brain a good 5 to 10 seconds to refocus and reset. So
I tell you what, when I'm riding in the truck, it's like over there, and if I have somebody with me and it goes off, I'm like, hey, who was that? What'd they say? And then I just, hey, tell them to blah, 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 blah. And I let that person do it. That way I can focus on what's ahead of me.
Yeah, that's good, man. Well, hey, friends, if you're going through a tough situation, and maybe you are, maybe you've lost somebody, or maybe it's imminent. Sometimes we know that something is on the horizon due to an illness. Talk to our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They're going to treat you like family. They've been serving this community since 2002. They really do genuinely care, and I know that not because they sponsor this show. I've known Billy long before, him and Greg, long before I had any ideas of doing anything like this. Here's another disclaimer. I was never y'all's account rep at the radio station, so I didn't even buddy up with you then because I got a commission off of it. I buddied up with you because you're a genuine guy. You're a real friend. You've been there for me, Billy, time and time again. And that same interaction is the interaction that you're going to get at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
The day that I think our friendship really hit is when we did that ghost tour or whatever with Dr. Krim.
Yeah. And you remember me?
Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's just say I had a little problem going on where it required me to have to, run to the restroom every 5 minutes, and there was no restroom on that bus.
And your wife was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, then my wife just, she just loves people and just, So we're back there having a good time, and
Let's go again this year.
You're not exactly in comfort.
Let's go again this year.
Is she going to do it?
Yeah, she'll do it. She's doing it. Yeah, let's go again. Right. It'll be fun.
Same circumstances this time.
No bladder problems.
Yeah.
Well, hey, friends, that'll wrap it up. Hey, a lot of good churches to go to this weekend. Fair on the Squares tomorrow, and then Sunday, a lot of great churches. Billy's over at Christ the King. They have an awesome service over there right across from Osprey Storage. We're here at First. You can join us at 9:30 for Bible study, service at 10:45. But wherever you go, find a church home to be involved in. It really does make a difference, friends, as you really need that. I talked to someone the other day, well, I believe in the Lord, but I don't need to go to church. You know what? Church won't get you into heaven. Only a relationship through Jesus Christ will, and that's accepting him as your Savior. And I'll say it how it is. You got to admit that you're a sinner, believe that he came and died for your sins, and commit your life to him. Confess your sins and live that life trying to honor God. I say trying because we all have fallen short. We don't deserve it. We don't even deserve to be here, but he came and died for us. Friends, I'm telling you, get plugged into a church, because that's the only way that you can really build your faith.
Yeah, it's kind of like gas for your soul, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
It's a good way to look at it. So, well, hey, we love you. We'll be back at it Monday with our friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. Today, by the way, is Friday. It's Credit Union cookies over at Walker County Federal. Go by and get some cookies, and we'll see you back on Monday at 7:30. As I end every show reminding you this morning, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please, please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you, Huntsville. Until then, sting 'em Hornets. Go Bearcats. We love you. Good morning and God bless. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks, Billy.
See you.